Sometimes I commit to the bit a little too hard, but here we are, in any case. Welcome to I Wani Hug That Gator. This came about as a result of me playing a little Gator game and thinking, hey, that'd be kind of funny if I played the fucking furry visual novel nonsense. But anyway, I Wani Hug the Gator is a choice-driven narrative about teenagers struggling to find their way, help Inco, loser high schooler extraordinaire, navigate his budding friendships and romance while surviving being the only human in a dinosaur-filled school. See, you almost had me until you just slapped me with a dinosaur bit at the end. Anyway, it'll be linked in the description. There is in fact a demo. So yeah, that's the thing. You can check the game out for yourself in the demo, or you can just play the game. Whatever. So I had a little peek ahead and done some digging. This game has 20... It was 19 or 20 chapters, but I think we're going to do like 3 chapters a video-ish. 4 maybe if it stops at a bad point, because I hate cliffhangers. I can't deal with it. But anyway, let me just check the settings for a second. I may be about to do something I will regret. There is no mention anywhere about nudity or sexual content anywhere in this game, but this is here, so we're going to see what's considered saucy. Oh no! Anyway, we're going to stop being a freak show and go on with this. Start. What is all that? Numbers. September 4th. Do you remember? What the fuck does all that mean? 201 M2 VC. Modernity of the modern son of Volcaldera Bluffs. Can't help but miss living in more temperate weather of the Midwest. Summer sleeves are in style this year. Jackets aroma blog better be right. Suede thing is killing me. Well, at least it's guaranteed to start getting chillier in a few weeks. Besides, try to make an impression with this. What does that say? Abercrombie and Flint is all the rage these days? Alright. I sigh and lean back in the hard plastic seating of the metro. On my way to first day in a new school. Ordinarily, I'd just be glued to my phone on the trip. There's too much going on in my mind right now. My folk sitch requires us to move frequently, which gives me little time to fit in. Much like how a Rolling Stone girl's no moss, I could never make a friend I'd keep for longer than a year. Just little promises to keep in touch that peter off within months. Admittedly, it's my fault then. That's all going to change starting today. I'm going to enter senior year now. It's my last chance to prepare for the world ahead. Lucky for me, cards are stacked in my favour. Filling my backpack for my DSLR, till my fingers can absentmindedly fiddle with the mode dial. St. Hammond High School is extremely well known for their artists' curriculum. In other words, I'll be surrounded by people that share my interests. Even if it's a bit of a ride away. Speaking of rides, I was hoping that my parents could drive me there today. By the time I was up, they'd already left for work. No big deal. I like the hustle and bustle of public transport. Imagine I'm going to have to get used to this anyway. As time passes, my mind wanders to memories of previous schools. They all sucked. Hey, I need to make the most of the situation I'm in, not get all sad like this. I need to do something like... Wait a minute. What? Take a selfie with the hobo next to me. I won't get stabbed. Okay. Remain seated and do nothing. Get up and breathe that in, that fresh... Asterisk. City air. Asterisk. Sure. Interrupted by the ding of the terminal board. The car gradually starts, coming to a stop. I step off the metro, heading out the station, follow the students heading towards the school. Odd enough, I'm only seeing dinosaur students. I know it's normal, but it's... I know it's the norm, but I can't help it. I'm not seeing... not another human to be seen anywhere. Must be one of those dino-heavy regions. There's a lot of greenery here as well. You'd almost forget how close we are to a major city. Pathway leads to a stone bridge that goes over a small creek. Show you a small creek. As I walk across, I notice other students meet in pairs and walk with each other. The air begins to fill with sounds of laughter and stories how the summer break went. There it is. School peeks out over the trees ahead of me, as though inspecting and welcoming me inside. Sitting ham and high. My new home away from home for the next year. Stop and take a deep breath. Air is crisp, reminding me of an old campground I went to back in elementary school. Once again, I'm handed the opportunity to make something of myself. I'm apprehensive, but hopeful. I really want to know what this weird shit is up at the top here. The top right. Score, Ben, ending, score. It's my last shot at this. There's no going back. I want to take my first step onwards. Like, it looks at debug info and it keeps distracting the hell at me. Here we go again. Oh, cutscenes. I'm not important enough to have a face. Students mill about the front yard. Excuse me, that was louder than I intended. School is known for heavily prioritised art programmes. Over 2/3 of the graduates end up pursuing a career in the arts. Well, half of them regret it, from what I've heard. Still plenty that made it, right? Why did my voice go all high? I don't know. It's also the management's claim to fame, with the facade and the front entrance being dominated by a vibrant mural. A good feeling about this place. A few students eyeball me as I continue walking in. Some friends whisper to each other. I knew this jacket would pay off. Front doors are propped wide open. I already feel the cool breeze inviting me in. Inside is a familiar yet brand new sight. I hadn't mentioned it yet, but this school is unique for its student body. Composed entirely of tiny... Serious face. All manner of sorry and herbivores and otherwise. Scales, feathers, tails. Is that a tether? What would a tether be in biological sense? Wings, talons, webbed hands. Not to mention the colours. All vibrant enough to challenge the bright murals on the school outside. Dozens of students march about, reconnecting with past friends, meeting new ones. Is that Dexter and that's Dexter and Mandark? You can't see my mouse, but like the wee ginger, angry, pale-looking one that's with the purple gloves that's pointing at the kind of taller one with a bowl cut that's pointing at the sky for some reason. Some anxiously glance at their schedules, checking every door as they were numbered at random. Dude, that's me. That's just me getting into a new building. Probably shouldn't be standing here staring. Ooh, is that a human? Oh, good heavens. Since roundabout, I'm surrounded and overrun by a crowd of neon-coloured teenagers. Clearly, Jacket's working like a charm. He's like a life-size mannequin. Hey, no good. Is this what it's like to be popular? No. I wasn't expecting it to happen this quickly. You soon are taking pictures with their phones. I can see some of the sketchbook and pens in hand, rapidly scribbling on pages. Whoa, a human! Are you like foreign exchange? Anything else? I feel new people touch my hands. Whoa, human skin feels weird. Bit uncalled for. As flattering as the attention is, ask them back. Fuck it. There's so much happening. I don't want to bark pepper. Hear more people shout to get my attention. Look over here for a side profile. Oh yeah, that's a good reference material. Wait, I think I better look at skin texture. As long as it stays attached, motherfucker. Once again, find myself frozen, only muttering quietly as I hastily tried to follow their instructions. Eventually, the Saurians take their photos and tuck themselves out before dispersing back to their own friend groups. In time I recover from the shock of the situation, last one breaks off and I find myself seemingly all alone again. Oh! That was my chance to socialise. Sure was, bud. Sure fucking was. I blew it. You did. Hello. You're human, right? A Triceratops girl leans forward, scanning me. Triceratops supposed to have, like, horns? Whatever. Time, seal the deal and get a new friend. Ah, yeah. Oh, my name is Inko. Close enough. Hey, can I, like, get a selfie with you? Great for one of my classes. Definitely. There's an arm on my back, shoulder hug, where she poses dramatically. Maybe a bit too friendly. Big smile now. Takes a picture and checks it enthusiastically. I'm Inko. Oh, cool, yeah. Anyway, gotta go. Ah. What's the photo for, by the way? She pauses, aloofly chewing some gum. Fashion design class, that jacket is ballin'. Ah! Thanks for the pick, hon. Just assuming that all these dinosaurs have wheels for feet, alright? Well, I feel my shoulders sag as I take a nice sparse hallway around me. Must have been my 15 minutes of fame. Don't think it even lasted 15. No. Stop it, brain. Don't make the dirty joke. No way, I've already blown it. Shit. Just walking into it here. I try to shake away the negative thoughts, focus on the positive. For a brief moment I was the talk of the school. Yeah. Clickety click click. My sound draws my attention. I know what that is. It's an oddly specific camera. In the hall there's someone kneeling. With one of the latest camera models, if I'm not mistaken. Hey. Bah, the guy flinches. I flinch too. I'd meant to shoot him. A few students around me don't bat an eye though. Again, it really surprised me when it's animated. I don't know why. Sorry about the yell. No, that's fine. Managed to get a shot I wanted. The speckled boy, I think he's a parasaur, double checks the camera displaying smiles. Perfect. A fine print for the yearbook. Can I see? The grin seems to widen interest. Of course, here. Turns his blade towards me, showing the shot in the hallway. And me as the focal point. Pretty good, right? Look a little closer and notice that. I think it's a little focus. Wires begun and dark. What do you have your f-stop set at? Shh. Stops and glances up and pleasantly surprised to get a real answer. Yeah, I'm a bit of a photographer myself. I'm taking it as an elective too. With Mr. No, that's Dakin. Is he an orc? Thinking back to my memorised class schedule, name does sound familiar. Sure. Snap kill, we were classmates. Mr. Adakin is busy, so he teaches it for one period. He offers his hand out for a handshake. I'm Ben. Ingo. Friend achieved. I'm actually new here. Kinda figured being the only human student this year and all. St. Hammond isn't one of the more popular schools. The staff put a lot of effort into the arts programs. Even the campus itself is designed like a living art piece. So if you ever need help, pause, I'm guessing he's offering some help. I wouldn't say no to a tour. A tour, you say? Well, I'm only going back to the principal's office, but I can point out some neat stuff along the way. Raise an eyebrow to himself in contemplation. Would be a good idea to meet the principal too. He waits for me to follow him. Turns out, he wasn't just an avid photographer from Lee, but the school council president. And one of his priorities was taking photos for the school's yearbook. No, excuse me a second. Sorry, I really had to cough. For the first day page. Every few minutes we'd pause so Ben could do a couple of shots. Me and the students walking with each other. And while I would watch, I had considered helping him in some way. I mean, that camera looks amazing, as well as extra lenses in the bag. I feel absolute elation to finally know someone that's into photography. I really want to broach it. But Ben fills the air between us by talking more about the skill. That's why we still go by the feather tails, even though it's a tad distasteful. Pretty good at this. Do you give these tours to all the new students? Not really. Although it is something I've thought about a lot. Hold that thought. Hey, Lunara. Ben goes to greet a student putting up some intricate wall banners. Hey Ben, good summer vacation? I did. Great work in decorations, look better than last year's. Thank you. What's all this for? She steps aside so I can fully view the banner she just finished. A cultural arts club. We meet every Thursday after school and look at antique artwork. She initially looked past me to talk with Ben, but she grasps once she realises. You're a human, right? Well noticed. You should totally join in. I just love human culture. This amazing set of ancient masks at my place from ancient Europe. I just adore them. That's impressive. I think you'd make a good curator. You know what? Probably would. After that club display during spring last year, I kinda agree. Spent weeks studying that tribe and weeks more practicing those dances. We also study and paint with those styles, like we're learning the techniques of old masters. Hopefully soon we can even get into sculpting, like those old Venus statues. Plan on getting one to look... Let me try that sentence again. We plan on getting one to look at sometime this year. What do you think? It'd be great if you could come. Hey buddy, what are you saying, Co? Maybe. I do love culture. That's great. Listen, if this old chieftain dress we had for ages, just have to see what it looks like on the real thing. I'll think about it. No way. I'd sooner endure a second impact of it. Jesus Christ. Bro, chill. Hey, nice catch up. Got places to be. Bye. Waves us off and Ben continues leading me to the principal's office. I have an itchy ear. Hey Ben. Hey, why are you just a silhouette? Hey Michael, listen. Can't talk now, but I'd love to catch up later, yeah? I'm floored. This guy seems to know about everyone as much as they know him. Talk about being top of things. He points at a few more minor landmarks in the school and stops to greet a number of students happy to see him after the summer break. Man, terrifying to stop so much. No way, school, you know, everyone. If only it could be cool without making us late. Notices a few more noteworthy landmarks, eventually lead me to its biggest draw. Oh, I thought it would have been a mural. I already know this place is known for art, but wow. Just outside the admin offices, the hallway is filled with wonderful pieces of work. Paintings line the wall with name placards beneath detailing who the artists were, all created by alumni and attending students of the school. And this is the gala. All these pieces have been featured in all kinds of articles and presentations. Wow! I know, right? One moment. Ben turns to the mirror's door and gives a polite knock. Who is it? It's me, Principal Scalar. An oviraptor no older than her mid-30s exits the room, holding a steaming mug and sporting a tired smile. Nice horn. Morning, Benjamin. Morning. Cat mug. And go, this is our esteemed principal. Morning, ma'am. Her eyes shoot wide mid-sip of her coffee. Oh, I hadn't noticed. You be Mr. Gunito, right? Mr. Gunito. Gunito? What? Yes, but my name... How wonderful! Incognito. My fucking name is Incognito. So glad I made coffee. Oh, motherfucker, that's still hot. Very hot. Gone is exhaustion on her face and set to place with a wide smile. Happy that you've chosen this school for your last year, Mr. Nito. Sure to give him a thorough ham and welcome, okay? I already was. Need any assistance? My office is always open, Mr. Neto Incognito. Yep. Not to mention student council is also available for help. Well, I guess they were like descended from carnivores. Ain't that right, Ben? Yes, Principal Scalar. Thank you, Principal Scalar. Oh, and Ben, a moment, please. But the Parasaurus dragged into office, leave me alone in the school gala. Wherever they're saying, can't hear the ambient noise of the student body. Either way, probably not something I'm meant to hear. Move a few feet away, out of earshot of the discussion inside. Bah! On the wall beside me is a framed panoramic landscape of the city, painted by hand. Oh, Halford. Oh, Halford, you crazy bastard. Wow! Could practically use this thing as a map with how detailed it is. No wonder it's hanging so predominantly at the principal's office. Gentle brushstrokes, vibrant colours, evening sun bouncing off each of the windows, and the majestic scarlet sky enveloping the horizon. I'm assuming everything's hand done in this. I will say though, there's a building there, sort of. If you look in the middle, right, there's the wee small square buildings. You go 1, 2, 3 to the right. There's one that just looks like a PS5. All of which combine together to give it a dreamscape feeling that's an idealised version of the city. It's beautiful. I've been a big admirer of paintings, but I can't deny this is a masterpiece. Only a teacher could have been able to express the scenic beauty of the city with level and passion. Withdraw my Cavan Stone 60 from my bag, and with the compact lens I barely fit the entirety of the painting in frame for the shot. Checking the copy and display, I realise I left out the title of the artist. Tag says, Dreamscapes, O. Halford, 9th grade. First place. 2020. A freshman did this? Damn. Now look at the rest of the paintings. This is insane. It's all so much better than what I've made. Almost all of the pieces are beautifully drawn. Acrylic, charcoal, pastel, and yet not even one photo. Hey Uncle, I'm back. I'm a senior now, but how on earth am I even meant to start measuring up here? Ingo? What's that sound? Ben nudges me back with the back of his hand as the motion gets closer. Watch it, jackass. Slow your roll, motherface! My leg! Watches the perpetrator, aggressor, aggregator, finally rounds the corner and comes barreling down the hallway, speeding right towards us. My instincts kick in and I stumble to the side to avoid the oncoming collision. Just a split second, I get a look at my assailant. Whee! Are you Wani? Green scales, messy hair, and a faded purple hoodie. Propels herself with dexterous hands spinning large wheels on her. Now noticing she's in a wheelchair. Didn't even know you could go that fast in one of those. Glances my way, her pupils lock onto mine. Her grey and gold eyes are marred by bags like she hasn't slept in days. The girl's entire presence is ghost-like. That expression, it's like she's looking straight through me. Sure, she barely registers my existence, but I don't think I'll ever forget that face. Just as fast as she came, however, she's gone! As she leaves, I feel a weight is lifted from my shoulders. At least until I trip directly into the glass case behind me. Bah! Oof! Watch it! Whips. As her hand roves over the display carefully, his eyes filled with worry. Looking for something? Cracks. Usually another student falls into some kind of crack or a scratch. Guess it's just a dino thing. Humans are lucky you don't got to sweat over this kind of stuff. That happen often? Often enough to drain school funds and repairs. That can't be good. Not to brag, but I do. A vibrato chime echoes through the now empty hall. I freeze. Tardy on the first day. What? Sorry, running you. Should go into your first class. Won't need a tardy slip or something? Nah, it's first day. Teachers are lenient. I'm fine all the way since, you know, benefits of class pres. What's your first period? Physical education. Ben sucks air through his teeth in a prolonged wince. You'll be fine. Gymnasium's down that away. Don't keep him waiting too long. I need to get going too. Keep who waiting? Gotta go, bye! He walks fast when he's somewhere to be. That's what it is. A reaction doesn't exactly instill confidence. More coffee in my mouth, please. That's still hot. I follow Ben's direction towards the school gymnasium. After the early commotion, it's the first quiet moment to myself. Might as well take it to finally sort my thoughts. Let's see. What do I think's out of place so far? Certainly livelier than any of the schools I've been to. Ever since I stepped foot in here, everything's been so lively, and everyone seems exuberant. Makes me feel a little out of my depth, since I'm so used to the opposite. Here, people like that girl earlier are able to share their hobbies almost without being prompted. Everywhere else I've been, people just kept to themselves. Like they only here because they have to be. It hits me. The Skills Art program attracts people. The students here don't have to be here. They're choosing to be here, that's why it's so active. Well, alright. What can I do with this information? I can probably be friends with anyone I want, right? Weird to say, but with everyone here sort of working with each other's... oh my god, I can't read. Weird to say, but with everyone here sort of working with each other, there's bound to be an insane level of camaraderie too. Maybe I won't even have to try. No, try. Still try. I'm almost at a gymnasium now though, so hold this thought for later. Hello? Gym class, where boys are separated from men, and where people with Herculean physiques are able to show off their sculpted bodies. I begin to remember how much I dreaded going to PE. The innumerable bad experiences from past school pale in comparison to the many skidded knees and broken glasses. Hopefully this school's PE is a lot less grueling. Buddy, it's all dinosaurs, what are you talking about? I stand before a wooden double doors leading to the gymnasium, struck with how empty the area looks. That's followed by me catching the sound of physical activity coming from the gym itself. Shoot, I am late. Ben's earlier warning echoes in my head like a foreboding spirit. Peer through the small windows and door and see students standing shoulder to shoulder. Towering over them is a primate, who I can only guess is our gym teacher, with his arm crossed and a scowl in his face. Hope I can get away with being tardy. As I walk into... Bah! My first thought is how lucky I am to be alive. I don't even know what was thrown at me, but might as well have been a cannonball. Spot the gym teacher. And even though his baseball cap, even through his baseball cap, I can feel his stare of rage pierce my soul. Such intensity. That ideal throwing form. I only missed by centimetres. That was a warning shot. Monkey! My god, I love that chin. Just all chin, nae face. No, listen, note well, son. I have a policy. Each of my platoon gets one free miss from me. Each of my platoons gets one free miss from me a year, and you just spent it. Shift my eyes to the students lined up next to him. They're still stiff with fear, but I can't tell what they're feeling. 3 seconds to lay it. You got 3 seconds to lay it on the front of your squadron, and why the great name of KV Drocket you're late. Lost. Didn't even move. And taking shut my mouth. Simeon Scholar starts marching back and forth like a drill sergeant. Listen up, because I'm saying it once. Class, we operate on tough love. We learn from our mistakes, you better pray to Raptor Jesus that you don't forget them. Because if you do... With 3 mantra steps, the coach closed the distance 10 yards to tower over me. I will be very upset. That reflects poorly on all of us, and that's not something I will accept. So I would love to see you maggots succeed, but if you don't, I'll make it unforgettable. Am I understood? No. Nod my head in fear. Fan-freaking-tastic! Join the rest of your ranks and stiffen up. Once I confirm my bladder's still intact, I shuffle over to where my colleagues stand. I feel him staring at me with anger, like I'm responsible for the coach's teaching style. What an appalling first impression to make. I should just quit and start over somewhere else while I still can. Teacher takes a second to glance over us, reminding himself of where he was before I had interrupted. Attent hut maggots. The low drop and give me 20 of the finest push-ups. Those guts better be an ant's fart. I did what? How do you... those guts better be an ant's fart off that pressed... Oh. Okay. Twee! With a violent loud blow of his whistle, the coach also takes a position to show proper technique. Slurp. The winces... I hide my wince as my knee impacts roughly on the ground. Real pain starts when I try to keep pace with everyone around me. I'm biceps and forearms threatened to splinter from the weight of my body and the speed of my jerky movements. Never realised just how badly out of shape I was. Twee, on your feet, you bipedal slugs. This guy, he ain't human, literally. Some kind of primate? Maybe. A close relative. I feel my muscles hollering in pure agony as I force myself up from the gymnasium floor. By the time I'm back on my feet, my breathing is heavy and coming out in whistles. Now then, since it's only the first day of school, how about we have ourselves a good old game of dodgeball? Of course. Did he say dodgeball? Yeah, dodgeball time. Should have glanced towards the overenthusiastic dino next to me. He's absolutely elated by the prospect of the upcoming game. When I finished warm-up, my muscles are already screaming. My knees shake, my lungs burn, and I'm drenched in sweat, so I'm sure I might need a swirl. And I'm so drenched in sweat that I'm sure I might need a shower after this. I'm dyslexic, I'm sorry, I'm trying. I want to do more VN sometimes, but it's just... I'm shite. I really don't want to play dodgeball. Tough. Toughest of tiddies. Aren't we lucky? First day at school we get to play a game. I don't do dodgeball. Why not? Not exactly. Maggots, pick a side and keep the numbers even. I pick that guy's side. This is a suicide match. And free for all. Why don't you socialise by picking your teammates? Shades, you're on a blue team. Wait, why we're in teams if it's free for all? Alright, I'm going with the human dude. Before I can figure out the rules for this dodgeball game, the Dilophosaurus wraps an arm around my neck and brings me to his side of the field. One last thing. His leer and tone freeze me on the spot. What's the first rule? We only got one. Have fun. Gang up in the weakest! Wait, what? Matter of seconds, the gymnasium becomes a full-blown battleground. I do my best to dodge the incoming flight of red rubber spears coming my way like bullets. Dive to the ground, avoiding the oncoming projectiles as I soar overhead and pelt my comrades. Hear the blows and the guttural groans of those who've already succumbed to the onslaught of inflated orbs. Combat crawling my way from the fierce front, entrench myself on the edge of the field in hopes of being ignored. Cast my gaze to the rest of my allies and, oh god, it's a full rout. So many, bod. As first day of school treating you, bro. Look up and see the Finn Dino, same pink Dilophosaurus who dragged me to his side of the court, staring down at me and smiling. You think? I watch as he casually dodges an incoming ball before throwing his own. Name's Damien, by the way. Inko. Nice to meet you. You two, Chrome Dawn and Frills. I said, who said that you two have time to talk? Does my gymnasium look like a debate stage? I mean, we've got some of the stands from the auditorium. I know a guy's uncle that could make a really classy podium. I look up at Damien with absolute bewilderment. What's this guy thinking? The coach looks like he's about to explode. Don't play smart with me, son. Keep your trap shut and eyes focused on the enemy. Damien just smiles and gives the coach a thumb up, as if we aren't in the middle of an active war zone. You got it, Mr. Solly. That's Coach Solly to you. What's the hold up, Shade? Make yourself an easy target on the floor. Get up and play to win. Time to do something worth. Not exactly good at dodgeball. Maybe I can do the whole blocking thing for everyone. Should hopefully make it so everyone doesn't peeve at me for wasting the warning shot. But here's where things change. I can turn this around. All is equal in the court. Falling with the rows on the floor in front of me. Calling out to be my ammunition. Somehow I weave through the shots. Somehow I weave through 2 shots at me and pick up the ball. Yeah, feeling it now. I'm on fire, there's no way I'm losing now. Grab the ball and start blocking any shots that matches cross our side of the field. I'm doing great. Block 1, block 2, block 3. Now I'm really feeling it. Everyone's looking at it now. As that playing game suddenly left my mind like it was never there. Who cares? Doing this is more than enough. I can be the star. New guy! New voice catching my attention. Crimson Parasaurus. Purse. Think fast! What? Bump. Nice. Get wrecked! Sorry, I had to have a glub of coffee there. The floor is cold. Maybe I shouldn't have come here at all. Pair of extremely dirty sneakers enter my field of view. You going to get up, Shades? No, I give up. Bonk. Oh, man, that hurts. How long was that? Laying down on something soft. What am I? My vision clears and I sit up from the plastic bed. Sure is bright in here. Why don't I have a face? Why don't I have a face? Oh shit, they broke my sunglasses. Lucky I bought my reserve pair. Hell yeah. Much better. Now I have a face. Somewhat. Oh, nope, there it goes. I stand from the rubber mattress, taking in the tiny room finally. All alone, not even a school nurse or anything. Yeah, there she is. Looks like she's attending another student who was hit in the snout. No, has his snout stuck in a cone. Huh. Looking at the clock on the wall, it's already noon. What if... Hold on, look at the fuck. Look at the poster on the wall in the background. The neck going off. That would explain the pounding headache. Finally awake, shades. I set ramrod straight. The fear of God stricken into me once more. Calm yourself. You ate dirt pretty hard back there. Yeah. Wait, you did that. I did. Pelted you right in the back. You know why? Because I messed up. More specific, kid. Because I couldn't be a good teammate and got hit in the face? Wrong. It was after that. Nothing happened after that. No, you gave up. But I was doing well. You think so? I was blocking the balls. You weren't blocking anything, you were showing off. You found a single thing you could do and started dancing around like a clown. Focused on the easy thing and gave up on the real thing. So focused that you forgot to look around for a moment. And here you are. No defeated man when I see one. There's no way in hell I'm letting a student of mine give up so easily. The first period of the first day and you're already giving up. By the way, it's a pretty bad lump you ended with. Well, don't fuck me in the back. He's a stupid clown. You gotta watch around some students, if you know what I mean. I blink a few times and recall a chick that yelled at me to catch, followed by pounding me in the face. That one, she's chuckles to himself for a bit. She's something alright. Looked like the devil herself. Anyways, take the rest of the day off. What? Telling you to go home. Principal gave me the okay. Feel my head again, another stab of pain. Am I really not going back to class? Wasn't I getting lectured about this just a few minutes ago? Well, don't want to give up so easy. No, you should go home with your folks. He scratches back his head, slightly embarrassed. Right. About that. We tried calling them earlier. Couldn't reach them. I give a sad half smile. Yeah, sounds about right. I can make it home fine on my own. He nods. When you get back, don't give up so easily. Holds the door to the nurse's office open. I nod and exit the office. Coach solidly closing the door behind us. Here's for tomorrow. Brown paper bag shoved into my arms along with my backpack. Peeking inside is something blue and gold wrapped in plastic. You hadn't been late, you could have changed into those. Thanks, sir. Next time, shades, think faster. Yes, sir. His smile is positively unnerving. Now scram! His smile is at least 90% of his facial structure. Well, this is the worst day of it. This is officially the worst first day I've ever had. Worst first is really difficult to say in my accent. I feel my feet drag along the no, I can't say that word. No, you can't do this to me. I can't say that word. No, go away. Fuck you, game. The lino floor. I can't help but think. Oh, but see, even looking at it's tripping my mouth. I can't help but painfully think of all the failures of the past few hours. No thanks to a very prominent bump in the back of my head. Ow. I'm worse than everyone here, both on a creative and physical level. I know I shouldn't be bothered by it, but I hate seeing just how far behind I am compared to everyone else. And I thought I'd make new friends. What was I thinking? Stop, shake my head a bit. What the heck am I doing skulking on this? It's a bad first day, but it's just the first day. There's still the rest. Still met Ben and Damien, they're pretty cool. Not gonna let my optimism be ruined just because of a bad dodgeball match. Just you wait, St. Hammond. Today was a test run. Tomorrow's the real deal. Morning comes. Well, it's at a decent 10 o'clock. That's a new record for me to get accustomed to a new sleeping schedule in just one day. Especially with this fully grown lump on my scalp. Move an arm from my sheets and feel my head. Yeah, that bruise real good. Could be worse though. Alright, time to get up. Bah! Slump out of bed and yawn. Stretch my arms and crack my spine a bit. The room's pretty nice. Quite spacious even with all the sealed boxes. I brushed my hand over one of them. It's one with my clothes. I'll get around to opening them at some point. Right now though, it's time for breakfast. Shuffle downstairs into the heart of the house. Morning sunbeams shining through the window draw my eyes to look out to the new neighbourhood. The driveway is empty. Looks like my parents are already gone for the day. No surprise there, really. It's all they ever focus on. Shiver runs up my spine as my feet step into the icy tiles of the kitchen. My eyes are drawn to some taped up boxes that are still scattered about on the counters. It's a familiar sticky note in the fridge. Don't even have to read it to know what it says. At this point, Mom's just wasting paper. Least you could do is reuse the same note to make small addendums on it. Snag a plate from the nearest drawer and open up the freezer. No fresh produce to be seen, but a mostly full box of breakfast burritos. Yeah, I've been trying to appreciate ethnic cultures more. Alright. Plate loaded with a couple of minuscule flour-wrapped meals. I set the microwave and wait for the burritos to hopefully not explode or burn inside. While I wait though, I check my phone. I scan over my newsfeed, check out some of the other people I'm subscribed to, hoping there's something to watch during my meal. Unfortunately, no one to post videos or streams this early in the morning. Guess I'll just watch a suggested video then. I prop my phone up and click something random. At the end of the microwave, at the ding of the microwave, I retrieve my breakfast, carrying it so carefully so I don't burn my hands on the bottom of the plate. Give the first burrito a test bite and inside still cold. I don't want to stick it back, I know. The turtle would just brick up then. Shrug off, continue chewing and watch my phone. Top of the morning, folks. By the time the video ends, finish the last half-thawed burritos. Pocket my phone, I slip the plate into the sink and head out for the day. This time, I'm at least getting through the day. Today, survival. Tomorrow, thrival. Ew. I'll work on it. Yeah, please do. Never say thrival again, I don't like that. On the metro again, take a little more time to check out my surroundings. Sun shines through the windows across from my normal seat. This one chick that was there yesterday, probably on her way to work. Probably set routine for her at this point. She always does a bit of makeup first and then checks her phone for the rest of the way. When the sun shines through the window, it highlights her hair in a really neat way. Like a movie poster almost. I take a picture, might be a little too awkward for me. Also, everything disappeared. Why is it so dark? Ahem. How's St. Ham treating you so far, Mr. Neato? Voice so deep, I feel it reverberate my bones, calls from above. Hello there! Taken aback by this authoritative his head is nearly grazing atop the passenger car. How'd he even get in here? Oh, been great so far, Mr. Ferris. He offers a hand for a handshake. Well, his palm alone smothers my entire hand. How'd you know my name? Clearly going to school. The nearest one is St. Hammond, and I'm already aware of a new human student, if you don't mind my profiling. Whoa, you got this just from looking at me? I'm partially joking. Your full name is printed on your backpack. You know that's dangerous, right? Yep. Yeah, that's me, alright. But please, I know it's only been a few days since the year started. I'd like to hear your opinion so far. Questionnaire or something? Not exactly, but it's of some importance to an assignment of mine. What does that mean? What am I being so secretive for? I'm here to audit your school. See the teachers, know the students, make sure it's a proper place of learning. I wish it were something worth being so secretive about. More often than not, it's just paperwork and office politics. Alright then. My thoughts on school thus far. I started telling about the teacher nailing me with a dodgeball. Nah, I'm over it. The classes I have are great. Teachers are a dynamic bunch. Someone's inside of his coat pocket for his pen, but says he doesn't need it yet. Any favourites? I don't have favourites. Staff seem pretty lively. First, let's a heavily rumbling chuckle. That's certainly good to hear. Where are your fellow students? Made any friends? Been a bit of a struggle, but it's always been that way since my folks move around a lot. Been doing pretty good this time around. What do you think that is? I think it's the jacket. The jacket? Gave my lapel a quick tug for extra style points. Ghostling Cotton Island Bomber number 32. Part of the latest catalogue by AF. I see. Need to lean so close to inspect it. Carriage rocks near me, probably turn me into a piece of modern art against the window. That's really what the youth are into these days. Hey, results speak for themselves. Whatever he's thinking about, nothing to do with his work. I think I have a pretty good idea what it could be, though. He's going to show up in one day. Mr. Ferris, do you got no swag? Huh? Answers it. I admit to being a little grey. However, I'm not exactly with it anymore. Not even older generation can dress to impress. Just have to see what people like to wear. Certainly want to listen to the youth of today, yes. It is somewhat important to my job to know the student body thinks. My niece often suggests dressing more relaxed, whatever that means. Does she ever see you in casual clothes? I'm wearing them. I can fix him. The rest of the trip was quick. We would continue with small talk about trends. Arrive at my stop, he attempts to give me his business card. For some reason, for someone whose mere presence could stop a fight, he seems like a genuinely nice fellow. I look forward to talking to him again. Excuse me. Oh god, the burritos were a mistake. My stomach's roiling after the warm-ups. Maggots day working on cardiovascular system, but that mean a good old-fashioned mile run when everyone on track field yesterday. Close Damien's mouth open as soon as Coach Shawley yells the words. And no, Damien doesn't mean I want you to time travel. Unless, of course, you mean running so fast that you hit 88 miles an hour. Just as quickly as Damien shuts his mouth again, jerks Solly a thumbs up. Back to the Future reference. How timely. Solly's only reply is to let out a snort. Double time, cupcake. Oh, I like cupcake. No hesitation for me this time. Follow the rest of the class and do the runs Solly wanted. Lovely coffee. As expected, I rapidly fell behind the pack. We are persistence hunters, not sprinters. Hey, Inko, nice you dropped by. How you doing? What are you doing back here? Keep my new buddy company, of course. What are you doing? Trying not to vomit. Not doing great then. Oh, you're doing great then. Thanks, I guess. Shouldn't you be at the very front of the pack, though? Next to Mia? Nah, man, not her. Mia? You know, the one that knocked you out yesterday? Brief flashback reminds me of the red Parasaurus. Ah, her. By the way, glad to see you're doing way better today. Even up and running. Yeah, glad I didn't end up with permanent drain damage. Question. Was what happened yesterday normal around here? Mia's a wild one, that's for sure. Best not mess with her unless you're into those kind of chicks. Which case, be my guest. As for Solly, yeah, he's always like that. You get used to it, though. He ain't a bad guy once he warms up to you. Yeah, if you say so. Don't worry, man. Gonna fit in here no time flat. In fact, you should sit with us at lunch. That way I can give you a proper welcome and stuff. Lunch? I mean, Enko, damn it, don't fall behind. Solly's voice snaps me from my mini slipper and makes me realise just how far behind Damien and I had fallen from the rest of the class. Whoops. Catch-up wheels for Solly brings out the punitive measure. The what? You don't want to find out, brother. Trust me. What? Come on, dude. Let's jet. Before I can say another word, Damien gets behind me and starts pushing me forward, forcing my legs to move faster than they ever should have. Struggled not to trip over myself, but somehow I managed to keep up the pace that Damien was forcing my whole body to maintain. I love how I claim persistence hunters as if, like, I could do that. That is an absolute no. I think the most I've ever gone was like a 10-mile cycle. And that was just on an elliptical, that wasn't on an actual outdoor setting. 5 minutes, 3 more laps later, I fall flat on my ass, my heart beating so fast, and my lungs burning so fiercely every breath feels like sandpaper scraping my throat. Regardless of that though, I finished the jog. Hell yeah. First small step towards conquering my physical weakness. Good job, maggots. Keep this up. You be soldier shit. I don't want to be a soldier. So he turns to me, but excuse me a second. I return triumphant. So he turns to me with a slight grin, shoots me a thumbs up. That's all for today. Hit the lockers. Oh yeah, I'm dead on the floor. Damien helps me back up and I join the rest of the male students as we head back to the locker room. We talk a bit more about our interests in other school matters on the way, Damien filling me in a bit on St. Hammond's history during the 3 years he'd been in attendance. By a bit of luck, their lockers aren't that far from one another, but our conversation isn't a real possibility, considering all the other ones going on at the relatively cramped locker rooms. Really isn't much more time for chat before the bell rings for our next class switch. Itchy, 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 itchy. I wave goodbye to Damien and start looking for my next class. Don't forget, lunch with the buds. Nod and replies, turn and head down the hallway towards my next class. Making my way down the hall, I take notice of the surroundings. Though everything about the school seems pretty normal, there's some key modifications made to better suit the majority of the student body. Mainly water fountains that settle a good 10 or more feet above me. Overall, nothing crazy special. Next class I'm sort of looking forward to, AP Art Design. Class looks like it's in a studio classroom on the second floor. Part of the school here is built to be both inside and outside, with open ceilings and walls here and there. Since it's also the art wing, the displayed pictures are coated in hydrophobic layers and framed. Although since it's the start of the year, the halls are freshly cleared, waiting to be filled as the semesters pass. Of course, there's no shortage of drains. This hall in particular is displayed prominently in the school's advertising material, and for good reason. The carefully and expertly built dynamic between the surrounding nature, the school, and even the building materials themselves is nothing less than mystical. I can already feel the creative juices flowing. Soon enough, I'm standing just outside the door to my next class. Much like the school wall outside, it's decorated in various colours and patterns, each corner painted and tagged by different students. I barely step foot inside before the bell rings. Meep. Since I was the last one in, all but one of the seats were taken, pretty close to the front. Many students look well prepared, some clearly ready to fall asleep in the next few minutes. That would have been me. Then there's the teacher, standing up by the board, waiting for me to finish looking around to take a seat. Since he isn't urging me to look for a seat, he must be used to new students taking it all in. Must be the art teacher. Somehow, he looks young and old at the same time. Well, I don't want to hold up class for too long. Try not to take the teacher's hospitality for granted. Take a seat closest to me in the front row. Even with me sitting down, the art teacher still continues to idle, instead of staring at the seated students with a hazy stare. Nobody seems to pay attention to him, save for a few people here and there. A few students are whispering something behind me. Where was he yesterday? Yeah, not complaining about less work. Yeah, but on the first day. So in a way, the teacher's first day as well. I didn't miss anything in class. That's pretty cool, actually. Wham! Teacher slams front desk with both his fists, sound echoing through the room. Signal for all auxiliary conversations to cease, and the class obeys. Despite the sudden furniture abuse, the teacher doesn't look agitated. Rather, he's got a massive grin in his face. The phrase winning smile comes to mind. Ba 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 ba. Right then! The pale pterodactyl holds what looks like to be a metallic tray on a stick. Morning, class. Itchy nose. Thank you, Raptor Jesus, for forcing me to wear the prescription shades. My classmates are all wincing in pain and wiping their eyes. Welcome to AP Art Design. Holds up the stick haphazardly. This is a flash pan. Saw it in an antique store yesterday. That'd be a good introduction. Not important. Worthless, actually. There that goes. My class winces as the stick is chucked in the garbage can and charred. Excuse my absence yesterday, I had matters to take care of elsewhere. My name is Mr. Iadakin. With a blink of an eye, the teacher replaced the sun on a stick with a fancy marker and managed to scrawl his name across the board in the finest show of calligraphy. I shall be your guide as well as we explore the expanse of the creative world. Let's not dilly-dally then, shall we? For a teacher, he's very animated. This first week, we're going in-depth in the history and fundamentals of art, perhaps a little trial by fire as well, to get your creative juices flowing. There are murmurs from my classmates, though I pay them no mind. In fact, the prospect of doing some creative work to create something that I could possibly show off, for a brief moment, pitch my own name on a placard in the hallway outside the principal's office. For now though, I'd like for you all to open up your book to page 3. Right, my book. What book? Wait, what? Look around and see everyone's novel-size hardcover book opened. Ow. Must have gotten him yesterday. Class, we're starting with, raise my hand. Mr. Yendak, sir? I don't have a book yet. You don't? How? Subject passed him all yesterday. Oh, his eyes flicker open as he collects some internal dots. Word on the street, some new kid got concussed so hard he had to leave early. Did the street at least mention I was doing well before that? Of course not. Mr. Nito then, yes. Don't make a Dark Souls joke. Stop it. Yes, sir. Given the circumstances, I'll let it slide. For now, why don't you share with one of your classmates? After class, I'll write you a note. You can give it to the librarian. Thank you, sir. Kind of regret being so late, because the only person I can realistically share with is the person to my side. Hey. Wait a minute. You the one speeding through the hallway yesterday? Sure was, bud. Take him back. Just like back then, I feel her gaze piercing and cold, as if she's not seeing me next to her. She's just short-sighted, buddy. Whatever gave Shelley book, it'll be for today. Instead of verbal response, she lets out a defeated low groan, like I just spit in her cereal, then huddles back over her page. Sorry I asked. On the first real day, maybe I won't need it. Olivia, come on. Share with him this one time. I already told him to personally resolve the issue. Just help me out here, right? She responds by making a show of a sighing deeply, but rolling her head back and around. Ordinarily there'd be a groan to go with the gesture, but she remains silent. Her head hangs low in defeat. She nudges the book a few centimetres closer to me. Thanks. Slide my own desk closer to her, just enough I can read the page. While a teacher orates the page as if reading from Death of a Hunter, I follow along while simultaneously trying to capture anything that stands out into my notebook. A lot more difficult than expected, as Mr. Iadakin seems to put emphasis on every word he spoke. I feel like I was just copying the page wholesale. My eyes turn to the book, there goes notes, and scritch. There's some murderous-looking claws on her fingertips. For a split second, I see them retract. She wipes her fingertips on a small hand towel, and, whoa, the claws extend again, a bright red puddle on her desk. A singular red-coloured claw is pressed against the paper for a moment, then quickly tugged and twirled and twisted, leaving behind a bright red cursive sentence on the page. Cool. Those silver irises flick my way once more. What? What are you doing? Looks pretty cool. And some red creeps across the girl's cheeks. She looks back to the book and hunches her shoulders as high as she humanly, finally can. Huh. They're leaning over notes too, even using the book as an extra protection for the pages. Should be focusing on notes. Yeah, possible task now, as the colourful calligraphy next to me has piqued my curiosity. A quill talon continues to delicately etch notes onto the page, and only leaves the page to dip into what looks like a tiny paint palette on the edge of her desk. Claws extend again, now there's a faint rumbling. Hey. I meant to get caught up in it. Sorry. Waited for me to give her name. She doesn't. Simba returns her focus to the book between us. Whatever her deal is. In any case, turn my attention back to class. Hope I can make up for lost time. Itchy nose. Hard to ignore the Gator girl, though. Especially those icy grey eyes of hers feel like icicles poised to stab me. Wait a second, those hand motions. She's not writing anything right now. She's drawing. Well, none of my business, but I am rather curious. Make a show of leaning back to yawn. No, I can see it's calligraphy, a doodle of me. Not mistaken, that's my jacket and sunglasses. That's pretty cool. Nobody's ever really drawn me before. I look like a ninja. Well, there were those others on the first day of school, but that's different. They were using their own they weren't using their own claws or ink. Man, can't wait. I gotta ask for a closer look. Hey! Picture's super cool. Can I see it? Glares at me in the eyes, but slowly brings a sheaf of what was doodle on. The paper more visible, you can barely make out all the important details. Line work is sharp, each stroke an organic curve that when combined formed what had to be me. I even had my glasses, negative space of the head. That's not normal. Though, what was the multiple swerve lines coming out of my drawing's head? Stink lines. Dude, this is great. She rolls her eyes and starts retracting the page. Can I take a picture of it? Pause. Why? No one's ever done something like that for me. Oh, remember. Pass the paper over to me. It's yours. Really? Thanks. Don't mention it. But don't. It's nice. After a grilling period made worse by my own anxiety, the bell rings to set us free. Ding dong, ding dong. Freedom at last! To stay for a moment longer, go. Get some sideways glances from the other students as they leave. No doubt suspecting I am a teacher's pet already. A few strokes of his pen, Ian Dakin hands me a note. God damn. Oh, I have said I'm like dyslexic, right? Just show this to the librarian shop where I hand you your books. On your way. Iron brew time. Quick trip to the library earns me my missing books. Even got a fancy laminated library card. Dakin's introduction to his class certainly has me excited for photography next. First stop though, launch. Can't take pictures on an empty stomach. Between my lackluster breakfast and gym class, I'm starving. This about my hunger though. I stop dead in my tracks as I look around the cafeteria for a place to sit. Fubbity. The whole place is overtaken by lawless anarchy. Never seen a riot this intense. Your students have even crawled halfway up the wall. Hanging up at their Christian fines. Okay. Should I be worried that my scores are zero? Food flies about everywhere, utilised as ammunition rather than sustenance. The security guard by the door isn't moving. This must be acceptable. Sure to think what had been bad enough to warrant him taking action. Never seen anything like this in any of my old schools. More importantly, all the cliques have formed from a previous day. I apologise for burping. I just had fizzy juice. Missed my chance to sit with anybody. No, you didn't. You've been personally invited. Wait, it's only the second day. Why am I acting as though it's too late for anything? Nico! Shoulder check from behind where what feels like an oversized fist or oversized boulder wasn't already by a wall, but had been sent sprawling or made a roadkill. Turn around and met with Damien's toothy grin. Ow. What? You already forgot about me? Don't get anywhere to be, right? Yeah? You stuttered. Come on, run somewhere. May as well, right? Damien cycle motion me to follow through the traffic of students going about the lunchroom. Peering through the crowd, waving me over, and disappearing again like he's outrunning something. Good thing I hadn't gotten my own lunch yet. I'd been dumped on the ground about 3 elbows and a slap ago. With the clamouring, I hear something about a turf war restarting with the new year, and that megalodons will continue to rule. Somewhere mixed in with this undeniable sound of a steel chair clattering to the ground. This place is an actual war zone now. How on earth is Damien able to weave through these guys so easily? Just the tail. Eventually leads me to the far corner of the room, to his usual lunch table. You're alive! I think one of my ribs is cracked. Just to kill school spirit you're feeling. Ugh. I feel less like a person, more like a well-used punching bag. Finish scratching my wounded back and actually check the table. It's basically empty. Only one other person there. Here, girl, gives an unamused raised brow. Hey, you? Oh, snap, you know Olivia? Olivia, right, yeah. One and only. Why didn't you tell me you met already? Because I only sort of did. We're in the same class. Oh, okay, I get it now. Still, sounds awesome. All my lunch buddies are artists. All? Oh yeah, it's usually the third in the group, but she's out screwing around in school business. Screwing around in school businesses. She'll probably be back tomorrow. Student council stuff can't take that long, right? What'd she need with the student council? She doesn't need anything with the student council, she's in it. She's the treasurer. Treasurer? Something like that. What do you think of Liva? Liva just grunts. She doesn't even bother to look up from her lunch tray. Aren't you an artist too, Damien? Nah, I don't get the patience to sit around for hours like that. Not really taking advantage of the art programs here. Don't really need them. Home's real close by. Only other artist here today is Olivia. His arms wave over Olivia as if he was presenting her at an auction or something. For her part, the Gator girl just grunts. What do you do then, Olivia? Venus hooks up, turning an indifferent look my way. Did she say something? What was that? I'm making more noise a bit too loud. I can't hear a thing. Sorry, I can't hear her saying anything. Don't sweat it. She's the quiet type. I hate angry. Whoa, hey! Holy hell, her voice sounds so raspy, as if she'd never drank a drop of water in her life. Guess I hadn't noticed before when she gave those one-syllable responses for someone's voice to be strained from a single shout. Rosa Brown looks back down at her lunch. Snap! Must have been standing around for a while. Sits back in his seat, takes a huge bite of mystery meat. Food. After the workout and poor breakfast, I'm practically famished. But the line, all eyes look to where lunch line should be, become a full-blown riot. Someone's got a fire extinguisher trying to stop it. Probably should have waited for you to get yours. Eighth. Damon returns to his steak, aggressively. Who might question dino etiquette in the act of using one's foot to anchor the food for tearing. Suddenly the sound of squeaking rubber draws both our attention towards Olivia. She's holding on to one of her wheels, having just skidded across granite floor. What's up? Tilts her head back towards the courtyard behind us. A few vending machines out there. Huh, I'll check them out. Thanks, buddy. Use the group to try and get lunch. Not a fan of soda or chips for a meal, but it's enough for wartime survival. This thing accepts credit cards. Handy. I'm feeling like... My favourite colour is drywall, store brand soda. Pretend to be on a diet, baked chips. A huge fucking idiot, I'm getting that sports drink. None of these, what the fuck? Sure, baked chips, I don't know. Pick out a few brands I recognise, tide me over for the rest of the day. Bend to pick up the bags from his bench slot, and I'm banging my head. That green chick's looking at me. She notices me gazing at her and hunches over again hurriedly. What's that about? Making new friends. Buy a few extra sodas for the table. Oh no. I carried everything back in both arms, placed it on an empty spot, sliding a can of soda to Damien. Looks to me like just had tossed him a gold bar. Dude! The Dello Boy's mouth... The Dello Boy... Please don't call him that. Mouth is open wide as he chomps at the bottom of the can. His fangs pierced in the thin metal and spraying its contents down his gullet. Toss him over to Olivia. She eyes it as though it were booby-trapped before taking the bag of chips. Damon sighs happily as he chucks the shredded remains of his can away. Caffeine ambrosia. Good idea, actually, bro. God, I love Iron Brew. What were we talking about before? Olivia's art. Right. She's really good, Enki. You're like, you wouldn't believe. Can really stick to a nickname? Really? Totally. She like won awards and stuff. She has? Can I see them? In fact, I could snap some glamour shots for you. No need, dude. I already got pictures on the phone. No, I mean, hold on. Pick up my backpack from the floor, unzipping it, and retrieve my beloved camera. I'm actually into photography. The Dynaman reaches for the well-aged DSLR, and on instinct, I swat his hand. Bam! Hey! Sorry, force a habit. What do you think? Jazz me up and down, the same furrowed brow. Aren't you the guy that ate dirt and jam yesterday? Yep. Shoot Damon a quick dirty glance before returning to look to Olivia. Wasn't that bad. That was pretty bad. It wasn't. How does everyone seem to know about it? It looks aside sheepishly. Maybe I've had a hand to the bed in the story around. I thought it was funny. Don't worry though, everyone has some embarrassing stories. One time I got my frills stuck in the bathroom stall. Ow! I didn't need to know that. Took 1 hour to get it out. See? Everyone's got something. Olivia pops chip into her jaws, her face looking to nowhere, as if she's thinking of something. Damien leans close to me. One of his frills extends to hide from Olivia. Dude, I haven't seen her talk this much during lunch since last year. Said 3 things and one of them was a grunt. Why the secrecy? It's like a secret meeting. Those are cool. Uh-huh. Yeah, there's something else. It's really warming up, I can tell. Sits back down properly. Honestly, this whole thing's a little creepy. Probably not a bad person to talk to, but Damien isn't helping any. As eager as I am to make new friends, it's definitely not how I thought it would pan out. It was best I get through lunch quickly and quietly. At least I have a spot to sit during lunch. Not like I have any other options. There you are, Inkle. Voice rings out to me, catches our attention. Itchy nose! See if a familiar bespectacled face walk over to us with a lunch tray in his hands. Glad to see you've made it to lunch this time. Hey Ben, guessing you and Inky here around a bit. Introduced myself to him after I bumped into him the other day. Speaking of bumps, you should see Inky here yesterday. Damon lets out a cackle and slaps him in the back, igniting the gym pains in my body, almost knocking my glasses off. Ben gives a concerned half smile. This must be my eternal torment for the rest of the season. Wait, that said semester. I don't know what that is. Yeah, about yesterday. Ben looks down at the aisle chatting students and signals someone with his head. Standing 10 feet away is an imposing-looking dinosaur girl with blonde hair, crimson scales, sporting a fire red leather jacket. Ben motions for her to come sit closer with a soft smile on his face and nod. She smiles back, though her own is noticeably strained. Alright, I'm here. Slowly makes her way over, and I notice how some of the students begin to quiet down. She passes by them. You're a shark. She gets closer. Her intense presence invades me, and even though we're about the same height, I feel like an ant about to get crushed by the boot. Somewhere in me, a synapse connects her face to me tasting bright red rubber yesterday, and I really wish it hadn't. Inko, Mia here has something to say to you. Mia stays silent, strides the last couple of steps rigidly to stand right in front of me. Sucks air through her teeth. Sorry. Corner of the girl's lips start to rise. Didn't mean to knock the lights out. Behind her, I notice Ben wincing. Girl lets out a laugh, lays an arm on my shoulder, her smile growing wide once more. Heat creeps along my face as her muzzle nears my ear, especially when a puff of hot air blows by the lobe. The heat is torn away. I'm sorry, guys. The heat is torn away. Right. The heat is torn away, though, when I feel her fingertips dig roughly into my shoulder. And her sharp hiss, a whisper, scrapes my eardrum. That ball was me being nice, Baldy. Screw the class over again, and I'll fucking end you. Nodding in understanding, he pushes away with a small cheer. Oh, it'd be so funny if she used on finger guns. See? All clear now, buddy boy. That's not... Ah, boo, you know who I am. Her eyes flutter as she looks his way. Yes, I know, but you promised you would be nicer. I know, and I was. So we'll see you later tonight, Benny. Like we promised. She waves us off collectively and backs into the crowd, vanishing before either one of us could fully process her words and actions. Her actions were violence. Damon nudges my side. Dude, think she likes you. Look at Inko's fucking face. Ben's eyes. Sorry about that. Heard earlier about what happened to PE and connected the dots. Maybe it comes off as rough around the edges, but she's actually really sweet. I'll talk to her about it more later. You and her, huh? Yeah, since the start of high school. Classic jock and nerd parent. Sounds like you've been living the dream. You know it. Yeah, sorry your first impression of her isn't ideal. It's fine. It was just dodgeball. Not like she was looking to do something. Yeah. Damien? Huh? Damien looks up from Rice's meal, having selectively heard his name. Could you not spread rumours about your fellow classmates? No worries. Nico and I are cool. Still doesn't make it right. Sure. Yes, sir. Yeah. He gives Ben a lazy salute. Merely sighs as he places his tray on the table, makes himself comfortable, and says, "Is this still the first chapter? If this is the first chapter, this game's going to be fucking long." As he settles in, Ben notices my camera, still out on the table. Oh, is that your camera, Inko? Oh yeah, I was shown to Damien and Olivia earlier. May I? My instincts kick in for a moment, remember that Ben also works with the camera. Sure, have a look. Watch as Ben gingerly picks up my camera and gives it a thorough inspection. Must say, as far as standard DSLRs go, yours is very good quality. Nothing too special really, just something I picked up a while back. You got a good taste in camera models. Hands me back my camera, to which I place it back in my backpack. Thanks. Simple like that, be easy to get some great shots. Well, I have a small collection and a portfolio drive. Portfolio? Ah man, I only just got mine a month ago. But you've got like a dozen pieces to choose from. The New Year's art contest. Bye-bye. You missed that announcement. What announcement? School is an annual art contest at the start of every new year. Winner gets a small cash prize, but the bigger prize is the fact that the winner's piece is submitted for publication in a couple of big-time magazines. Where did you go? Oh. Wow. Sounds awesome. Of course. Also means a lot of the students plan ahead and work all summer on something to submit. Did you do anything, Ben? You know it. Good luck. Let's say she turned in a perfect piece yesterday. Alright, now I'm interested. Been a chance to show my real skill at something I'm good at. Olivia can help you out. With your shots in her art, you two could totally win. Right, Olivia? Olivia? We all turn heads. We all turn our heads to Olivia, only realising that she's disappeared. When did she leave? Confused, I scan around the cafeteria. My eyes manage to spot her through the crowd of students, rolling away towards the cafeteria doors, and quickly, just like that, I lose sight of her as fast as I had seen her. Turn around to look at Damien in bed. Damien not only looks puzzled, but disappointed. Ben, meanwhile, he almost looks annoyed. Guess she hasn't changed. So it seems. Venomous sting to his words makes me feel there's more going on I'm aware of. Decide not to pry, instead bringing the conversation back. Well, still want to try. Can upload your submission to the school website. Oh, I need an account. You don't have one? Don't think so. Been told they'll get that stuff by the end of the week. Sounds about right. Truthfully, it takes maybe 5 minutes at most to deal with that. And by the way, nobody wants to deal with it. I'll wait then. Ben scratches the side of his head. I think there's someone in Stucco that can help you out, actually. Treasurer's duty day today. That where Liz ended up. I don't know any names, so maybe. I guess I'll get to meet Liz sooner than later. I could take care of that before lunch is over then. See you in class, Ben. Sure thing. Later, Damien. Deuces, man. Tell Liz I said hi. Grab some of the leftover snacks from the table in my backpack and head out to the cafeteria. Can finally show off my skills. Show that I'm just as capable an artist as anyone else here. Right, I'm going to save it here. Good lord. If this is still the first chapter, this is going to be a long one. But whatever. Anyway, cheers for watching, everybody. Good luck. Take it easy.